Prayer at public schools has been hotly debated in this country for years at this point. Now, a Washington State high school football coach wants the U.S. Supreme Court to greenlight his personal prayer on the field after games, even if joined by students. The case, which will be heard next month, could have a sweeping impact nationwide. And our Devin Dwyer has a closer look tonight from outside Seattle.
Lord, I'd like to lift up these guys for coming out here today.
A prayer at the 50-yard line in full view of a public school community.
It was my covenant between me and God that after every game, win or lose, I'm going to do it right there in the field of battle.
For years, Bremerton assistant football coach Joe Kennedy took a knee in quiet prayer with little notice. But over time, a private act grew into a public spectacle. The school district telling Kennedy in 2015 that separation of church and state meant he could no longer pray with players and keep his job.
They just said, if anybody could see you anywhere here, it was over.
The coach's public show of faith is now a major case before the U.S. Supreme Court, pitting freedom to exercise religion against freedom from religion in public schools. A ruling for Kennedy could expand the ability of public school employees nationwide to practice their faiths openly around students.
This is a right for everybody. It doesn't matter if you're this religion or that religion or have no faith whatsoever. Everybody has the same rights in America.
The school district says Kennedy's prayers violated constitutionally required directives, that he refrained from engaging in overt public religious displays on the football field while on duty. Some Bremerton parents, like Paul Peterson, whose son Aaron played for Coach Kennedy in 2010, complained the prayer was not private, but pressuring.
The coach is a leader. The coach is a mentor. If he goes to the 50-yard line, he has a message that he wants to deliver. And so the players would follow.
What's the harm?
The harm is to those who are the minority students, the minority faiths, the students of no faith. That's where the harm comes, that they are being pressured into doing something that they don't fundamentally agree with. That's what the First Amendment protects us from.
Kennedy insists there was no coercion, though scenes like these show his post-game prayers became much more than solitary acts of faith.
He's not on the field coaching anybody. He's not telling what play to run in the next game or anything like that. There's no instruction taking place.
So the students aren't held captive, but the district says he's still on duty.
School districts don't own every word that comes out of your mouth, nor any religious expression that you choose to make in your private time or even when you're on school grounds.
A federal appeals court called that argument a deceitful narrative, saying Kennedy's audible prayers surrounded by students were unlawful religious speech by a school official.
This is not sort of a private, solitary prayer.
Is any public display of prayer by a teacher, by a coach, inherently coercive?
Look, if this were a case about a coach who in fact wanted to pray privately in a solitary manner, we wouldn't be here. You don't leave that behind when you go teach or coach at a public school. But what you do leave behind is your ability to engage students who are very impressionable, who are required to attend public school.
So you're not allowed to pray before a football game. I thought it was horrible.
Kennedy's case has been cheered by top Republicans and star NFL quarterbacks like Kirk Cousins and Nick Foles, who have told the justices in court documents the power of prayer promotes good sportsmanship.
And these kids mean everything to me because I was a troubled youth and I wanted to reach out and help these kids in Bremerton, kind of give back to my community, which, you know, I terrorized when I was a kid.
On the other side, leaders of minority faiths, atheists, and parents like Peterson say a coach's good intentions shouldn't be an excuse.
For a teacher who's wearing a cross necklace, I wouldn't see an issue with that. But when the teacher or the coach is standing up and leading the children, I think you cross the line into an indoctrination.
The case could impact public school playing fields nationwide and could decide whether Kennedy can coach again and take a knee in prayer for his Bremerton Knights.
Coach, what message will it send at the end of the day if the court upholds your prayer?
Nobody should have to be fired or worried about their job if they show any signs of faith.
How optimistic are you that they'll rule in your favor?
At the end of the game, I'm hoping to have a victory, but we'll see how the courts rule.
Some wide-scale implications there. Our thanks to Devin Dwyer for bringing us that.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.